Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. I have another book review. It's the Citrus Cove series by Clio Evans. Broken Beginnings, Stolen Chances, and Hidden Roots. This is pretty much a continuation in all three books of the main characters and their backstories on how they met and things like that. So, in Broken Beginnings, it's about the main character named Haley. She basically lived in a small town in Texas, Citrus Cove, and with her sister, her grandmother, they had a pretty much a traumatic, you know, incident with their parents. One parent left, and another parent died, and their grandmother had to raise them. Over the years, Haley got bullied by the second main character, which is Cameron. And once she left, she pretty much made it out of a small town, pretty much became successful. And over pretty much what made her come back was due to she witnessed a murder. She didn't know who the guy was who murdered her neighbor, so she had to pretty much escape and go back to Citrus Cove. And she basically ran into Cameron, who pretty much bullied her and everything. There's a lot of backstory to this in the first book. So, with that being said, once she basically, her and Cameron pretty much made amends. They pretty much got together, and all throughout the book, there was so much freaking speculations on who the guy was that she saw murder her neighbor and everything. And then coming to find out, the murderer was her sister's husband, her sister's husband's David twin brother. But yet, y'all live in a small town and y'all don't know who siblings are who. So, with that, it's a lot that goes on in this book. So if y'all interested, read it. The second one, Stolen Chances, is about her sister Sarah, Cameron's best friend Colt, and his brother Sammy. Sammy and Colt are basically bisexual. They end up getting into a poly relationship with Sarah. And she's pretty much a single mom of two boys who could pretty much possibly be either her ex-husband's dad or the twin brother, being that both of them basically, in a sense, well, the twin brother manipulated her to basically make her weak and everything, and she went through a trial of trying to basically get into the groove of things, of basically being back to pretty much her normal self before she basically married David and things like that. But with Colt and Sammy, being that one was Cameron's best friend and the other one is the brother, they basically fell for her. But Colt been after pretty much Sarah since they were younger. And once they basically figured out what was pretty much going on with Sarah, because someone was trying to sit here and basically, off Sarah and her two boys. So there's happy endings when it comes to these books. So just check it out. And then with Hidden Roots was about Cameron and Sammy's brother Hunter and Haley's friend Emma. Now this one I just finished reading not that long ago. And with this one, her ex-husband comes into town saying that, oh, your father died, hurry up and sell the company. But coming to find out at the end, her ex-husband and her stepmom off her father, even though she and her father never had a close relationship and things like that. So with that, but in the midst of everything between her and Hunter, being her ex-husband showed up at the door unannounced, pretty much walked in, and she basically said that Hunter was her boyfriend. He basically added in, nah, I'm her fiance. So they had to sit here and go through a trial and tribulations with that. But with all three books, it hit home. It hit home for the characters, and it hit. I know it's going to hit home for a lot of readers because of grief, death, money, power, insecurities, bullying. It's going to hit home because I basically understood pretty much majority of every freaking thing that was basically placed on each character, and there's other characters that's related to that's pretty much related, which is Haley and them's grandmother, Cameron's, Hunter and Sammy's parents. Emma being that she's Haley's friend. So yeah, if you want to sit here and read these books, I'll basically, hey, read them. But the thing is, with me, I have to sit here and basically fight Cameron, Hunter, and Colt because like the nonsense that they had to sit here and go through just to sit here and basically win the hearts of Sarah, Haley, and Emma. And at the same time, I can't take away the love that they have for them, the memories, like the thoughts of them being with them. But if you basically decide to read these books, look on the inside, read the trigger warnings. There are trigger warnings. They're warnings. So don't sit here and basically pick up this book thinking that it's a sweet little love story. Do not pick these books up because don't nobody need any type of free confusion or anything at all. But if y'all want all three books, shit, you go to Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, or your local bookstore, or basically I'll have Clio Evans type down at the bottom. You can sit here and go and click the link in her bios on all of her social medias, which is YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the whole shebang. If y'all want these books, go get them. It's very interesting to read because I was shocked at the things that was in it. So, well, like I said, there's a warning. Read the trigger warnings before you sit here and basically pick up this book, let alone buy it. I guess that is it. That is all. See y'all in the next book review or whatever reviews that I sit here and do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at MissScorpio29 and on YouTube, MissScorpio29 Valentine. All right, bye guys.